And Keith Cox has found remarkable evidence that there was once a mantle plume under India.
I was tracing the rivers that flow down the Western Ghats, and it's very striking that they all rise only about 50 kilometres from the west coast, and yet they all flow away from the sea, right across India to the east. It occurred to me that the whole of India looks like one half of a gigantic dome, and the rivers are all simply flowing down the sides. Now, Mackenzie and White had sent me a preprint of their article where they suggested that 65 million years ago, when the Deccan erupted, there was a mantle plume under India. I wanted to see if the dimensions of their plume matched those of the dome, which was controlling my drainage pattern. It matches almost perfectly. I think this is remarkably strong evidence that there was indeed a mantle plume beneath India which pushed the plate up. What's so extraordinary is that the shape of the dome is still preserved in the present-day drainage pattern.
Last autumn, Keith Cox returned to the Deccan with paleontologist Azit Jolly. As they discovered, over a period of 65 million years, the rivers have eroded the Deccan basalts into some spectacular gorges.
You can see the basalt flows beautifully from here, but that waterfall itself is a fossil from that period. The extraordinary thing is, the water that comes over that goes down into this valley of the Vena, and instead of going towards the sea, which is over there, it goes quite in the wrong direction for something like 800 kilometres before it gets into the Bay of Bengal.
That's odd.
It's really an astonishing thing, and all the rivers around here do that.
"65 million years ago, India was an isolated island, drifting slowly northwards towards Asia, when it ran over a mantle plume. The plume pushed the plate beneath India up into a huge dome, about 2,000 kilometres across and 2 kilometres high. Perhaps because of the stress, the plate then began to split apart, allowing the unusually hot mantle rock below to well up to the surface. As it did so, it decompressed and produced huge quantities of lava, which flowed down the flanks of the dome over much of present-day India, producing the Deccan traps. Eventually, the dome split in two, opening up a new ocean basin, and the subsequent plate movements carried the western half away to form the Seychelles and the large bank of shallow water that surrounds them. The rest of the dome, now covered in solidified lava, was carried away from the plume to collide eventually with Asia, producing the Himalayas.
Nice, isn't it? And that's Elphinstone Point over there. This is the real main escarpment of the Western Ghats.
I must say, that's very impressive.
It's only very recently that we've had all these interesting, compelling new hypotheses about how these enormous flood basalt provinces actually originate.
I see.
The individual lava flows here are what makes this pajama-striped landscape. Each of those stripes represents an individual eruption of basalt lava. And these things probably came out at, well, a few hundred years or perhaps a few thousand years apart. Now, every one of those individual flows represents an eruption which is orders of magnitude bigger than anything we have in the historical record, things like Mount St. Helens. And in the province as a whole, there were hundreds of these. The nice thing about these road cuts is you get such a beautiful exposure of the basalts. I mean, there's that massive one up there with the columnar joints. Look here. This is where the paleomagnetic people have been using their drill to take out their samples. But, we'll have a look at it. It's not very interesting looking. It's just a fine-grained grey material, rather hard, makes good road metal. But if we were here at the time, when this was coming along, I mean, it represents a great flood of liquid, bright red hot, approaching across the plain towards us.
What sort of temperature do you think you'd have?
Oh, it'll be at 1150 degrees centigrade or something like that.
That's nice.
Yeah. Environmentally, the important thing is all these gases that are being emitted is going to spread on a global scale.
The effect on life all over the planet would have been devastating. Between the flows, Azit Jolly has found the fossilized remains of the prehistoric creatures that witnessed the Deccan eruptions.
We wouldn't find fossils in the lava flows themselves. But if we look at the sedimentary rocks between two lava flows, we find a number of fossils. This, for instance, is a dinosaur egg. And if we look carefully at this specimen, you'd be able to see the original eggshell material. And if you try to extend the curvature, you'd probably get an egg the size of a small football.
When the Deccan eruptions started, dinosaurs still roamed the earth. By the time the eruptions had finished, they were no more.
65 million years ago, in what is an instant of time for a geologist, the largest volcanic eruption in the last 200 million years of Earth history occurred, and at the same time, rather precisely, the demise of the dinosaurs and all the other species, the largest extinction of species in the same span of 200 million years. A rather amazing coincidence. And there are about 10 or 15 times in recorded Earth history at which these massive extinctions of species occurred in fairly short amount of time. And it's rather intriguing that at the time of each one of these extinctions, we have been able to find a flood basalt, which I'd like to explain as a cause and effect.
If the Deccan eruptions did destroy the dinosaurs, it was because lava erupted in such vast quantities so quickly. All this is embodied in Mackenzie's governing equations. For decompression can almost instantaneously melt the mantle, and the molten rock can rapidly escape to the surface. As it does so, it adds to the Earth's crust, and so the governing equations describe the creation of the face of our planet. And not just ours. Recently, the NASA spacecraft Magellan has been sending back radar images of the surface of Venus. Poring over them with his friend Frank Richter, it is clear to Mackenzie that the governing equations are valid for other worlds too.
If it was on Earth, you wonder whether that was a river. This is a channel down which the lava came. You can see bits of it.
It's a collapsed channel.
Probably not. It's probably actually was a channel open at the surface, I think, because the surface temperature is much higher. This is 500 degrees centigrade.
So, I mean, do you think it's still active, this volcano?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
How do you prove that?
Oh, I can't prove it, but I'm sure it is.
And there's just melt everywhere. Is this like Earth?
You can see lots of things on this planet that you can see on the Earth, yes. And I mean, we have enough understanding of the melt process to actually use that straight away on Venus. And this is tremendous because, I mean, it's a whole new planet to look at, and it's really a great piece of luck that we've just got to the stage where we can relate the surface features of melt to the convective processes underneath. And we've developed all this on Earth, and now we can use it really without any modification to understand a lot of features on Venus just straight away. I mean, they're all rushing off and trying to use it just like that. I think this is wonderful.
The real lesson of Mackenzie's work is the power of essentially simple ideas to explain a whole range of geological phenomena, from the bubbles in mineral water to a mountain range in India, from events that change the course of evolution to the forces that shape the surface of a planet. A distinguished geologist once called his subject a dialogue with the Earth. If the rocks do speak to us, then the governing equations are the grammar of that language. Geologists now have but to listen.
It's nearly all alumina and iron. There's probably only about 2% silica left in it, and that represents 50% of the original rock. The rest all gone away in solution.
So you can see how much more we've been able to understand by applying physical principles to the melting processes in the mantle, and how much further you can get in this way than you can by waving your arms. Thank you.
If you'd like a complete copy of the script of that Horizon programme, please send a cheque for £2 made payable to BSS to Horizon, the day the Earth melted, PO Box 7, London, W3 6XJ.
I have an inkling, Alistair. A computer might be after my job.
In Antenna on Wednesday, the stockbroker's nightmare. Could he be redundant now that computers do the dealing? And there's a look at the scientific woman in the days when, contrary to popular opinion, science was very much a feminine pursuit. And Einstein's last prediction, gravity waves, could they hold the key to the universe? That's all in Antenna on Wednesday at 8:10 on 2. The news over on BBC One now is followed at 9:35 by an extended panorama looking at the controversial issue of the Iraqi supergun. Jane Corbin examines how Western scientists and British companies helped Saddam Hussein acquire the biggest gun the world.
Come on! Put your backs into it! You'd think it was heavy or something!
Yeah, I would think that. Shh, no cracks. Oh, how did we ever get into this chicken outfit?
Hey, we're lucky these Philistines took our word we're strangers and not enemies. You saw what they did to that village last night.
We gotta get out of here. This is worse than the Foreign Legion.
Be patient. Margot doesn't have it easy either.
I never knew horses could be so thirsty. And cleaning up after them.
Stop complaining. Hannibal's army had elephants.
What's all the noise? It's Goliath, the big one who joined us last night. He plans to wrestle 6 men at a time and beat them all.
6 guys? This I gotta see. One guy going up against all those brutes? Must be Godzilla.
Look at him. I don't believe it.
I think it's those other 6 guys who are crazy.
I wonder what kind of cereal he has for breakfast.
Now Now's our chance.
Our chance? You want to fight him too?
Our chance to escape while they're watching the fight. Come on!
You forgot something.
What?
The water buckets.
Will a basket do?
Now, if that fight will last just a little longer. It's finished.
Then we are too.
Maybe not. Did you ever hear of disappearing in a cloud of dust? Follow me. Weird, isn't it? We can't tell what century it is, or what year it is.
Or where we are.
My guess is we're someplace where people worship lions.
That's wild. What makes you think that?
Because there's a big statue of a lion right over there. They've even colored it so it looks almost...
That's no statue. That's the real merchandise.
I hope he's not on a lunch break too.
I don't think he's seen us yet. He's after those lambs.
What'll we do?
Nothing.
Oh no! He's coming this way!
Oh, what a way to go! Lunch for a lion!
What's going on?
You won't believe it, but there's a kid out there throwing rocks at the lion.
Oh, how can we thank you?
It really wasn't such a heroic deed. That old lion is mostly all growl. I've chased him away before.
You do this regularly?
David! David, where are you?
Over here. This is my brother Eliab, and as you heard, my name is David.
This is Margot, he's Smokey, and I'm Derek.
Greetings, shalom. Forgive my abruptness, but a message just came. You must go immediately to Gibeah, to the palace.
King Saul sent for me?
His council did. The king is in a dark mood of despair. Some even say God is angry with him. Anyway, they've heard of your singing and thought it might help soothe him.
Oh, all right. I'll get my harp.
You play the harp?
It's my second weapon. If the sling doesn't keep the lions away, my singing does.
He's being modest. He plays very well and makes up his own songs.
Hey, he throws stones and sings. What we have here is a genuine rock musician.
Thanks for letting us ride along, David.
I only hope I can help the king. These are difficult days for Israel with the Philistines approaching our borders.
They're mean, all right. We saw them.
But I must warn you of one thing. If you go with me to the palace, you could be in danger.
Danger?
King Saul is unstable in his mind. There are even those who fear for his sanity. So if for any reason I displease him, well...
He will turn against you and anyone with you?
Ding ding, would you stop at the next corner, please? This is where I get off.
If you're going, David, it's good enough for us.
Oh, what a day! First it's the Philistines, then lions, and now a king who gets mad at you.
If you're ready, be sure you neither sing nor say anything that might remind him of Samuel's prophecy.
I understand.
A prophecy?
Years back, the prophet Samuel had a vision which took him to David's house in Bethlehem, where Samuel proclaimed one day David would be king of Israel.
I did not know what he meant.
Go in now, but remember, the slightest thing could throw him into a deadly rage.
The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me.
Phew, that was close.
Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
I think the king's sleeping.
Good, good. Bless David. Music may be just the medicine needed, but you never know, one day to the next. The captain brings news.
The Philistines have crossed into Judah. Through what route? They are in force between Socoh and Azekah.
As I suspected. We shall meet them at the Valley of Eliab and drive them back. Summon all my captains. Mobilize your men. We march within the hour.
May I go with you, sire?
War is not for boys, David. I am going to send you home. You have done your service for your king, and I am grateful.
But isn't there something...
No. Go now and tell your father, Jesse of Bethlehem, that you have found favor in my eyes.
How pleased I am that you have returned. All is well with the king?
He sends you greetings, father. These are my friends, Margot, Derek, and Moki.
Welcome, Shalom. Eliab told me of you. Our home is your home. And the king, he found favor in you?
David's music was just the miracle the king needed. He's recovered completely.
Good, good. He shall need his strength. You know, of course, about the Philistines.
He said to tell you.
Boys, come out. See what stray lamb has turned up again. These 3 donkeys are Abinadab, Shammah, and, well, of course, you met Eliab before.
Yes, we did. Nice to meet you all.
Did David disgrace us at the palace? Every day, in every way.
Your arrival is indeed well-timed. We shall have a feast tonight to end all feasts. Music, wine, all our friends.
Father, you really don't have to...
Rest easy, little one. It's not for you. Tomorrow, these 3 go to join the army of their king to fight the Philistines, to keep our people free.
Our men stand ready?
Yes, my king.
If the Philistines gathered at Azekah, they must come by this valley.
Sire, look, that distant hilltop.
Ah!
It's not possible. He's a giant.
Who can this be?
It must be he called Goliath of Gath. I've heard stories of such a monster, but I never believed them to be true.
Alas, they are true. I, too, have heard of this Goliath.
Israelites, send out a man who dares fight me. If he kills me, all Philistines will be your servants. But if I kill him, then you will be our slave.
We have no man to match him. None.
But his challenge must be met.
There is no need for battle or senseless killings of many. Let one man come out to me.
One of us must fight him. But none of us has a chance to win. Only to lose, and thus bear the burden of having forfeited our people into slavery.
Come! I grow lonely out here. Surely, amongst the men of Saul, there is one man with spine. Step forth! Take counsel. I shall return tomorrow, and every day thereafter, until you send forth a warrior to meet me.
Captains, find a man in our ranks who can not only meet this Goliath, but vanquish him as well. We must find such a man. The fate of our people depends upon it.
We brought the sheep down from the high meadow, Father.
They sure can run. I don't know how the lions have a chance.
Any news from your sons?
Not a word all month.
Well, you know what they say. No news is...
Oh, I'm sure they are in fine health. No, I'm not sure at all.
Well, perhaps I could go find them.
Yes, I'm sure they would be glad to see you. I've put some food for them in the wagon. Cheese, corn, bread.
Could we all go?
I would like that.
Very well. But be careful, David. And remember the prophecy.
Yes, Father. We should be there soon.
Do you think Saul's army can handle the Philistines?
It won't be easy. They're a strong people, and their weapons are better than ours.
Sounds kind of one-sided.
It isn't. If they invade, we will be fighting for our homeland, and the Lord will be with us.
I see some tents.
It seems peaceful. That's a good sign.
Where might I find the sons of Jesse of Bethlehem?
There they are.
Eliab, Abinadab.
Well, the stray lamb returns again.
You're all well? No wounds?
No, none. We're quite well.
Father was worried. We all were. We received no news at all. How goes the battle?
Yeah, did you do a little rock'em sock'em?
Look, cheese and bread and corn. That's sure welcome.
Have the Philistines showed up yet?
David, we appreciate your coming, but this isn't really the place for you.
So we'll just unload the food, then you can go back and tell Father all is well.
Something's wrong. What is it?
Sheep of Israel, will today be the day? Choose a man. I defy you. There must be one man of courage in the army of Judah. What about you? Or you? Or you?
Is he gone? And if he isn't, I am.
Why does no one fight him? Who is this Philistine who defies you?
Goliath of Gath. He has made this challenge every day.
For how long?
The past 40 days.
40 days, and no Israelite has answered him?
Even though King Saul has pledged that whoever of us goes out and saves us from shame will receive great riches and high rank.
And the king's own daughter will be given to him as his wife.
Any guy who goes against that gorilla will get the king's daughter as his widow.
I don't understand why you are all so fearful.
What do you mean you don't understand?
Did you note his size?
And his armor?
No one can beat him. All we can do is wait and pray for a miracle.
He is but a man, and no true soldier of Israel should stand in fear of him.
You have no right to talk so big. You know nothing of fighting, only of tending sheep. Why did you come here anyway?
Our father asked.
You wanted to peek out from behind a tree and see a battle.
But I see no battle. Only one lone enemy who dishonors us. If no one else will fight the Philistine, I will.
You?
Yes, and gladly. But not for riches, but because he stands for evil and he would enslave us.
You wish to fight the Philistine?
Yes, my king. I brought food for my brothers, and I heard the challenge.
David, your spirit pleases me. But Goliath is a soldier much learned of war and weapons, and a giant in strength. You are but a youth, a poet, a shepherd.
And as a shepherd, I have fought against lions and bears, huge beasts who came to take our lambs, and I have slain them. To this Philistine, I will do the same as he threatens to take the land from our people.
He's in with the king now.
Our little David, how can he be so foolish?
He should never have come here.
David has a mind of his own.
Don't worry. You're getting upset over nothing. The king will never allow such a mismatch. Never.
Very well. And may the Lord go with you. David, here, my best armor for you to wear. The armor will protect you.
There is not time, my king. These are strange to me.
But you need their protection.
With respect, sire, I need no protection. I go not to defend myself, but to attack.
But you must have a weapon.
I need only my staff and sling. When the Philistine comes tomorrow, I'll be ready.
He fights the giant with just a stick and a sling? Oh, he will not survive.
He did against the lions and bears.
But, sire, in good conscience, how can you send one so young?
There is something about David, a purity of soul that somehow reassures me. Perhaps such faith and courage is the only way we can ever match the might of Goliath.
Israelites, I ask again, send forth a man that we may fight together.
We can't let this happen. I will go in his place. Too late. David is there.
What is this? You come to fight Goliath? Ah! Is a boy the best the tribes of Israel can send?
I am a soldier of the Lord.
A soldier? I see no weapons. A stick? Am I a dog that you come at me with a stick?
And I shall defeat you even without it.
For your insolence, I will carve your flesh and feed it to the fowls of the air and the beasts of the field.
It is you, Goliath of Gath, whose flesh will be fed to the beasts this day. So all the earth will know there is a God in Israel.
This will put you and your God to rest. And then all of Judah will be taken over by these, your Philistine masters.
Not upon this day, for the battle is the Lord's. I come armed with the name of the Lord of hosts, which is the mightiest weapon of all.
Enough! Let us see how mighty it is.
You did it! You did it! Victory is ours!
And David had success in all his undertakings, for the Lord was with him. And when King Saul saw that he had great success, he stood in awe of him.
Margot, Loki, come on. We have a long way to go.